Well, swapping a bunny for a raccoon as the Easter mascot is kind of close to a guarantee to make our Theater of the Absurd list. Melanie Collette is back with us, along with John Daniel Davidson, senior editor of The Federalist. So the Cadbury company picked 2-year-old Louie the Raccoon of Miami, Florida. Look, I mean, he's cute. He'll get a coveted spot in next year's commercials. He follows in the footsteps of Betty the Frog and Henry the English Bulldog. John, look at him. He is kind of adorable.
Yeah, but he's a raccoon. Yeah. The most surprising thing about this story to me is the idea that anyone has a pet raccoon. I don't know if anyone's ever interacted with raccoons or had one trapped under their house or something, but they're vicious animals. I wouldn't want to get close to a raccoon on Easter or any other day of the year.
Melanie, would you take a little jelly bean from him?
Absolutely not. And this is low-key doing, like it's kind of cute how they're doing it. It's saying that you can be whatever you identify with as long as you make a few physical tweaks. And that is absolutely not the way it works. It's not a bunny rabbit, it's a raccoon. Stop it.
Well, he was assigned a bunny at birth, but he changed that. The Harvard Library just removed a book that sat on its shelf since 1934 because it has human skin on the binding. French physician Dr. Ludovic Boulan's book, Destinies of the Soul, included a handwritten note inside stating, "A book about the human soul deserved to have a human covering." The university apologized for the book. John, apparently the last person to read it was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Look, I don't deny that it's a little bit creepy, but I think this is actually an instance of the way the modern academy and especially the modern left is kind of afraid of history. I would think that having such a book in the library would be something that students might want to learn about, might want to be interested to understand why the author would do this. But it's certainly not something to sort of destroy or hide or run away from or censor. That's not really the spirit of academia. But unfortunately, I think so many in academia and in the wider culture are afraid of the past. They want to hide it. They want to censor it. And that's not the attitude we should. There's no reason to be afraid of the past. It's just a book.
It's kind of a yucky book. But anyway, you know how those uppity, politically correct Brits can be sometimes, right? So there was this comedian named Ed Gamble, and he had a poster of him with a hot dog. But that's a huge no-no in the nanny state because it violated London Underground's policy of banning ads for food that are high in fat, sugar, and salt, or that promote unhealthy or unrealistic body shapes. Melanie, I mean, why are they doing that at Frankfurters? Why are they doing that?
I don't know, and I promise you no one's ever sold me a hot dog. I eat hot dogs because they're good. They're deliciousness. That's why I'm eating a hot dog. They're being ridiculous. It's absurd.
John, why?
Well, it's the irresistible impulse of the nanny state.
Yeah.
Can't advertise hot dogs, can't have big gulps. Remember?
Yeah.
Mayor Bloomberg in New York. Can't have any of that, but no. You can't have all. They'll tell you what you can have and what you can't.
There will be no fun. John Daniel Davidson and Melanie Collette, thank you both.